Welcome to The Longlist, a podcast where we celebrate movies and other pop culture through the storied art of rankings. There are no wrong answers, no bad opinions, and hot takes are always encouraged. I'm Josh Muller. With me, as always, is my brother Jack Muller, and this episode is all about sequels. Sequels, Jack. I have mixed feelings.
You know, this was one of the first episodes that you ever came up with. Like, literally, in the onus of this podcast, you were like, sequels. And I was just like, eh.
This was in the first draft of possible episodes. Here we are over a year later, and we're finally doing it. At least, we're touching on it. And this is a wide topic. We can come back to it. I feel like most of the episodes we say we're going to come back to this, and then to this point we haven't yet. But we got a lot of things on our mind.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Okay. Not a lot. If you would like to reach out to us, please do so. Shoot us an email at thelonglistpodcast@gmail.com. Sequels, I have mixed feelings about them. My feelings on sequels are kind of all over the map. They're not consistent. There's not much of a through line. I just go with my heart. If the sequel feels right, I like it. And if it doesn't feel right, I don't like it. Part of that, I'm sure, has been sort of the overwhelming shift towards franchise entertainment, intellectual property entertainment, particularly over the last 15 years or so. That's been going on since like the 80s, but it definitely, part of that is the Marvel thing. Part of that is, all the Harry Potter movies and just like the expansion of Star Wars. But the franchise entertainment has really sort of dominated the culture over the past, 15, 20 years. And it seems like we're kind of shifting back into now more original movies. But I guess it kind of bothers me when people make a movie with the intent of, this is going to be a 5-movie franchise and we're going to make billions of dollars, rather than let's just make the movie and see how it goes. How do you feel about sequels in general, sequel culture, commercialization, just the whole thing, what I just kind of talked about?
I think there's two big offenses here. Either making a sequel to something that never remotely implied that a sequel was needed, or making like the 6th movie in a franchise where the last 5 movies didn't hit.
Yeah.
Or, 3 movies or whatever.
Right.
But at the same time, I feel like I'm really jaded on the subject matter. Like if a sequel happens, I'm like not surprised, and I'm not going to let it ruin my day, and I probably won't even see it. Honestly, doing the research for this pod was like the first time in this podcast where I was like, do I watch enough movies? Because I straight up just haven't seen a lot of these sequels. Like at all.
I'm sure there's a bunch.
No, there's a bunch.
Maybe not.
There's enough for the podcast. But like looking at other things and, delving into it, I'm like, I just like literally never watched this because nobody really said that it was good, and I don't want to let it ruin my initial feelings of the first one.
Yeah, exactly. And I think jaded that's a perfect way of putting it about how I feel too. I feel a little disheartened about, again, kind of what I said about we're making this movie because we know we can make 7 of them. And I'm throwing 7 out as a random number. It doesn't really matter what the number is, but certain I guess it just, as dumb as it sounded, I would say this is like what I care about. It's fine to make sequels. What other people care about, I don't care about the sequels. That's a terrible thing to say, but I do feel like
Wait, what do you mean
clock
by that?
it. Well, when if they were gonna make Spotlight 2, not really, but I would be like, oh yeah, okay. I wouldn't. That's a terrible example. I was just trying to choose a movie that I really like. When it's a movie that I care about,
I thought
I'm
about that
excited
joke
about the sequel. I have it coming up, but I think I just ruined it. So, in a secret game that you don't know about. But I do. But there are times where I feel like yeah, we're just setting this up because, okay, Masters of the Universe is a perfect example. I don't think it's going to hit. They just created a Masters of the Universe movie that came out this year. I have not seen it yet. It's a modest, it's doing okay, but reviews are not great, and they're clearly making this so they can hopefully expand the He-Man universe and make a bunch of these movies. I don't know if that's going to work, but like that's what I'm talking about. I can see that you're doing it in order to create another world for us to dive into and make 1,000 of them.
Yeah. But with that example, I feel like the initial movie was a stretch for money or something in the first place. Whether even if it didn't need sequels, it's like, let's do this movie nobody asked for, and it's already non-IP, or I mean, it's already IP.
Right.
But like,
well, but
if it doesn't hit, we're not going to make sequels. I guess. I guess that's to your point.
Yeah, that's kind of my point. Is that in my opinion, and I'm not in the room, I don't know. This just seems like something where we're going to make this in the hopes that we can make 5 and everybody makes $1 kajillion. Like those are the things that kind of bother me a little bit. And again, it happens sometimes, and the movies are really good, and I like them. So this is why my opinions on the matter are not very consistent, and I realize that up front. But
right.
the culture behind this drive to make a bunch of movies, then rather than just focusing on making a good movie, is sort of what bothers me. And Marvel's a big proponent of that. Now, they did it well, but everything was setting up the next thing. And eventually you're going to not hit on a few of them, or the storylines aren't going to meld perfectly, and it's hard to create that many movies with such a singular vision. I commend them for doing it through the Thanos storyline, but beyond that, it's just, it hasn't really worked.
Yeah.
And you could say the same thing about Star Wars, that Disney bought Star Wars. They're like, immediately we're going to make another Star Wars trilogy, and everybody's going to be super stoked about it. And I was, but it didn't really land. And now everybody's like, you didn't really come into it with a full storyline set up. You kind of just made each movie knowing that people were going to show up to more Star Wars movies, and it hasn't really hit in the way they thought it would. So that's just sort of
well,
two
with
examples
both of those examples, TV and streaming kind of got in the mix.
Yeah, and that's
so
just another kind of.
I think
not
that's
directly
really what hurt both of those examples.
Maybe, I mean, the last Star Wars was an abomination of a movie. The second to last Star Wars was super divisive, whether you fall on the pro or the con side of that. But I think regardless, I think overall, the trying to maximize the storytelling output, maximize the amount of content people are watching, almost dilutes the end product. And again, I don't want to say it's all about that, but it just reeks of we're just trying to make as much money as possible rather than letting the story drive the fandom, drive the money, drive the whatever you want. It just, again, I don't know for sure, but it seems like oftentimes we're focused on the wrong things with regards to these sequels. But that might just be me. So I guess another question would be...
I think we're seeing the end of IP.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, but we're seeing the consequences of...
We're seeing a shift.
Yeah.
Obsession has taken over the world. Backrooms it's taken over the world. Backrooms technically is sort of IP because it's a YouTube series, but that's not exactly what we're talking about. People en masse don't know too much about it, and it's selling all kinds of crazy money. Project Hail Mary, again, technically IP because it was a book, but it was a book that... it was a popular book, but I mean, they're throwing it out there and the whole world saw it. Now, whether they're already talking about a sequel for it.
Yeah.
There's no sequel to the book. Yes. I'm against it, but that's what we're talking about. That's a little bit different because that's, hey, we made a great movie. Let's see if we can make another one, rather than we're making Project Hail Mary to make the Project Hail Mary verse. But still, it is interesting, and it's been going on for decades. And I don't know how I feel about it. Where does the fandom sit in here? I mean, Obviously, fans of certain IP will probably want to watch as much as they can and get as many sequels as they can. For instance, I've never got tired of them making new Batman movies, and they do it all the time. But where does the fandom sit in on this? And do you think that matters ultimately, or are we just trying to make the best movies possible?
It's so hard to say. I mean,
Yeah.
when it really comes down to it, there is a large movie studio behind all of these things trying to make money. And
Yeah.
though we don't want to think about that for the ones that we like Mission Impossible and I mean Marvel to a certain extent, that is what's going on.
This is a commercial art form, ultimately.
100%. And to your point earlier, if it works, it works. I don't have a consistent feel on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. like again, like you said, Mission Impossible. I think they're pretty much guilty of every sin I just talked about, but at the same time, I like the movies, so it's okay. So it's case by case scenario. Yeah. What does a successful sequel need to do, Jack?
This was a tough episode.
Really? How so?
Well, yeah, kind of. Like what I talked about earlier, and the fact that I feel like I just didn't see a lot of the sequels that were just kind of swept under the table. And B, because I just like, it's really hard to consistently talk about, and like at one point sounding like a hypocrite, and the other point, you know, I don't know, it's just tough.
Yeah, well, if everybody made as good as sequels as Mission Impossible, we wouldn't be having to have this conversation, Jack. But the fact is that they
also
don't.
the fact also your stipulation on the episode, which you're going to get to soon, is made it.
Well, I
even
told
more
you to forget
difficult,
about that.
I'd say. Well, I
If you
did.
want it, okay, great. Oh, perfect. Neither did I.
Well, I did. Okay, so my ultimate top 10 list that we're going to end with followed your rules.
Okay.
Other than that, I kind of, messed around a little bit. But then, you were like, don't worry about the whole, it's the second one thing. And then your next list was 3s through whatever you want. And it's like, okay, well, that's going to spoil the lead on my final list, which was good. I like those.
Well, let's talk about it now. So, for the purposes of this episode, I personally, and it sounds like Jack is adhering to this for the most part, want to do true sequels to the original movie. So, basically, no part 3s, no part 4s, and as importantly, I don't want to get involved with planned sequels. And in my mind, while the Two Towers, Lord of the Rings Two Towers, is a great sequel, to me, they made all those movies all at once, so I kind of view it as like one story. The book is technically one story, so I didn't include... That's fine. I didn't include any of that in there. The Harry Potter movies were immediately going to be 7 movies or 8 movies or whatever. Like, they knew they were going to make $1 bajillion, and they were all... So I didn't include... I wouldn't have included it anyway, but I didn't include Harry Potter in my list. So things like that. I'm focusing on the spirit of the sequel. We made this movie. It was a huge hit. Let's make another one. It wasn't planned. So that's kind of how I did it. If you did it differently in any list, that's fine, because we'll talk about different movies. It's great. But that's how I treated this. So, in the spirit of a true sequel.
For my final list, did all part 2s.
Hell yeah.
But some of them we knew were going to happen.
And let it happen? Get it? Jack, what does it take to make a successful sequel? What does it need to do?
All right, I've got 5.
Oh, great. Color me intrigued.
Tone. Whether it be different,
okay,
a little bit darker, a little bit weirder, or whether it be the exact same, which is a little riskier, I would say, in some sort of capacity of being redundant. but tone needs to be either
Yep.
different and good or the same and good.
So tone needs to be good.
New characters.
Yeah, that's big.
Give me, a new love interest, a new buddy, new villain.
Joe Pesci in Lethal Weapon.
Exactly. As soon as he comes
Bring a
on
new
the
guy
scene,
in. New flavor.
we're good.
Brightens up the tone, to your point.
Uh-huh. Storyline should be highly original.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
I think if the storyline is, again, redundant, it's going to be obviously, sometimes it works. Mission Impossible, it's, cut and paste, we're good. Well,
We gotta get
actually,
the
to a certain
plutonium.
extent, it starts getting out there in the later ones.
Yeah, that I would say 4, 5, 6. How many are there? 4 through 8 are like, kind of. They're definitely on each other's corner. 1 through 3, there were
Right.
the differences between those movies are in tone specifically pretty staggering.
Yeah. This is kind of a summation of all of those, but tastefully giving us elements of what we loved about the first one. Tastefully.
Right. Tastefully. Yeah.
And then I got good title.
A title. Yeah. That's pretty good. That'll also come up in
I don't
our
like-
game later.
I don't love 2. Oh.
You don't love 2.
It's like, why not just make it something different?
Okay, yeah. What about Taken 2, Taken Again? Like, can that work? Or you just want a different title?
That's awful.
I came up with that on the spot.
Just call it
My
Taken
point is,
Again.
Taken Again. Okay. So you don't want
I will
something
say
to
for my final
colon-
list, there's a lot of 2s. So it clearly doesn't mean that much to me.
Yeah, but I like it. I mean, titles are fun. We like good titles. Yeah, for sequels, I think you have to capture the magic of the first one if you can while expanding on it. Whether that's, again, a new character like a villain, whether that's adding in some sort of comedy, whether that's making everything bigger and more and epic. And like John Wick to John Wick 2, not a whole lot different. Kind of the same thing, but they got a lot more money. So they made it bigger. They made the set pieces grander. They,
Yeah.
more of everything. So they just kind of doubled down, and it was awesome. But sometimes you have to make a more complicated story. If you just run back the same thing, you have to pretty much execute it perfectly. You got to add some different element to it
Yes.
to make it, appealing to the audience.
Or just somehow do exactly what you did the first time really good a second time.
Yeah, you really got to execute it flawlessly.
Which I would say something like Hangover 2, it's pretty good. They just did
Right.
they did it in Thailand
Just ran
or
it
whatever
back.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
the new
Thailand
setting
is the difference,
just
yeah.
made it. Oh yeah, right.
You can change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
What was Hangover 3? I feel like I didn't like that one.
Yeah, it was lame. I almost included it in my least favorite sequels.
Nice.
But I couldn't remember it enough.
Spoiler.
But it didn't. It just did like a. It didn't do the Hangover thing. It just did like a story. They went back to Vegas, and yeah,
I
it
honestly,
just had like its
I
own
don't even know if I
storyline.
saw it because I don't even remember it at all.
Yeah,
All right. Well, anyway, like we said, we're kind of focusing on part 2s here, but our first list is going to counteract that. We did want to honor the later installments of a given franchise. So we got top 5, and I did a bunch. I think I did 7. So however many you want, part 3s or later in a franchise.
I did 7 as well,
Oh, look at that.
and I'm just going to rattle them off really fast
Do it.
because they're not wildly, All right, so number 7, I've got Bourne Ultimatum. Might be my favorite one of the trilogy.
Made my list.
Hell yeah. Number 6, I got Toy Story 3.
Oh,
Very,
at you.
it's my second favorite in besides the first one.
Besides the first one, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm not as high on that as everybody else seems to be.
It's because you have horrible taste.
I don't think
Don't
so.
have a heart.
I think everybody's been gaslit. It's okay. It's fine.
It's really good. And they did,
Yeah, it's great.
the best part about it is that they made Andy older and it's about a kid going off to college. Makes total sense. It's
Yeah,
like,
that part's good.
that's how you do a sequel.
Yeah. The Toy Story movies they've done it well. They probably should have ended there. I think we're going to see the fifth one tonight, which I hear is good. And the fourth one's fine. It's good, but it did feel like an ending at Toy Story 3. So whatever, they're still making billion dollars. I guess I shouldn't tell them not to do it. The movies are still good and they're making cajillions of dollars. So, but to what end?
As long as they're good.
As long as they're good.
Number 5, Mission Impossible Fallout.
It made my list. This is going to be a boring episode.
I want to apologize to you, Josh. It took me a while to watch this one, and I didn't necessarily trust you because
It's okay. You didn't know.
I don't know. Between Rogue Nation and whatever the other one was, I'm just like,
Yeah,
okay.
those are good movies.
But they're good, yeah. But Fallout, that shit hits.
It's a cinematic masterpiece. I don't care what anybody says. It's incredible. We just recently
4,
watched
Infinity
it for
War.
James's first time, and it was great. Infinity War, nice.
Yeah,
Made my list.
I watched Infinity War for goddamn it.
I
Watched
can
Infinity
guarantee
War
you.
for like a month straight one time. It was my like go to bed, like make me feel good movie.
Oh, dark. I guess you only get through the first half.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
true.
you know.
My that for me is Spotlight, so that's also dark.
Number 3, Return of the King.
Number 3.
Number 2, Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
And number 1, Last Crusade, of course, because it's in my top 5 favorites.
Of course. Well, our lists are extraordinarily similar. So I'm just going to plow right through this.
might
Number
happen
7.
again.
Oh, I'm sorry. Number 8. Number 8, Thor Ragnarok. Really good. Really funny. Different
nice.
tone, to your point. One of James's favorite movies.
Yeah.
Number 7,
Oh,
Bourne
that's nice.
Ultimatum. We talked about it.
Okay.
Number 8. Number 6, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince with my guy, Jim Broadbent. Professor
That is
Slughorn.
also my favorite Harry Potter.
Yeah, it's good.
Very good call.
I really like that movie. Number 5. Where am I? I should have numbered this. Yeah, number 5, Mission Impossible Fallout. The rest of them you said. Number 4, Infinity War. Number 3, Return of the Jedi. Number 2, Last Crusade. Number 1, Return of the King, dude. Ride of the Rohirrim.
No.
Yeah.
No way. Over Return
Riders
of the
of
Jedi?
Theoden.
Well, I mean, I love Return of the Jedi. I will stand, you know,
I'm not arguing with you. Return of the Jedi is awesome. It's just Return of the King is better. Actually, I am arguing with you. Okay, we're going to take a break. We'll come back and get into some lists. All right, we're back. Jack, as we're recording this, we're currently 92 minutes
The
into
bodies
a 1-1 tie.
will decay.
We're currently in a 1-1 tie for Australia and Egypt. I got the World Cup
Okay.
on in the background. So, might go to
What
penalty
minute
kicks.
is it at?
92 minutes. 93 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah, we're getting down to it. I'm excited. I've been in World Cup fever. I wasn't at the beginning, but I don't know. It's just like all the fans celebrating on Instagram is just like got me hooked. And USA's still in it.
did I help you with that?
A little bit. I mean, when you guys had the game on, Well, the it was funny because you were like, "Oh, World Cup," when we went up to the cabin, whatever that was. I think it was Father's Day weekend, and I was like, "Oh,
Mhm.
cool. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not super into it, but you know." And then you put the game on, and then you guys like random. You, Becky, and Alex all went to go do an errand. I watched the whole game. I was just
Yeah.
like, I was in,
I mean, it
and
hooks
I've
you
been
after a
watching
while.
all the yeah, I've been watching all the games. So we're by the time this comes out, this episode comes out, everything I'm saying is going to be over. But I'm really excited. On Sunday, it'll be what is it? Norway, I think, or yeah, Norway versus Brazil and Mexico versus England. I'm stoked. I think I'm going to watch both games if family allows.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Have you seen the on Instagram? I'm sure you've seen it. The Norway fans doing their rowing cheer.
Yes.
Oh my god!
Yes.
Get
So
me
cool.
pumped. Yeah, scary.
Me too.
All right, back to the topic at hand.
Fjord.
Sequels. Yeah, man, it's coming out. I want to watch it.
I know. I'm ready.
Best villains from a sequel. I kind of looking at some of these, and after how our first list was so similar, I'm a little worried that all our lists are going to be exactly the same. But what are you going to do? We have to do it now.
I thought about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So best villains from a sequel. What do you got, Jack?
I've got 7 here.
Okay. Great.
I've got okay, so my number 7 is 2 people because it was hard to decide. I've got Almageddon and Stinky Pete from Toy Story 2.
Oh, nice.
Hate both of them.
Yeah.
That movie
bunch of
isn't my
jerks.
favorite Toy Story because it came out when I was still pretty young, and I was like, this is too dark. I'm not ready for this.
It's a good movie.
I have sure. I have Elsa Schneider from Last Crusade.
That's a good one.
She sucks.
Not the German guy who punches him in the face. Forget what that guy's
Nope.
name is. Okay.
He just died, I think. That actor.
The actor? He would have been 150 years old. You might be right.
What are you talking about?
The actor, the German.
He was
from
in
Last Crusade.
Braveheart too.
Braveheart? Was he in Braveheart? Oh yeah, he was in Braveheart. He was like one of the creepy guards.
Yep.
Man, you are typing
He just
loud.
died.
How old was he?
86.
Wow. He's not that much older than Harrison Ford. They look very different in Last Crusade.
Well,
Harrison
I think
Ford
yeah.
Looks like $1 million.
His his picture on IMDb is his picture is like him in Last Crusade, and yeah, he does look pretty old, but he also might have blonde hair and not white hair as it appears.
Okay.
Anyways,
Yeah, maybe
he's a Nazi.
anyway.
He sucks. But I went Elsa because
She sucks.
she slept with both him and his dad and betrayed both of them
diabolical.
and was a Nazi.
Yeah.
She sucks.
Yeah.
She had what's
And
coming
then
to him.
and then you know,
number
couldn't resist the ark. I mean the not the ark. Couldn't resist the cup of Christ.
she had it coming.
Fell into the hole.
Number 5, T-1000.
Number 5. Wow. It hurts a little.
Number 4, Hyman Roth.
Oh. Yeah. That's a good one.
Number 3, that's from Godfather 2.
You should say
T-1000
Hyman
is
Roth is from
Terminator
yeah,
2.
okay. T-1000 from Terminator 2, Hyman Roth from Godfather 2. Everybody's like, what are they talking
Number 3,
about?
Austin Butler in Dune 2.
Yeah. Oh,
He's pretty scary.
yeah.
When he kills those
Rabba.
two
No,
ladies
not Rabba.
at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Ryek or something? It starts with an R. Arkanen, whatever.
Yeah, Harkonnen. Rabba is the other guy, I think. I should know this. I read the book. Can't remember his name.
It's a two-part name. It's like it starts with an R and then there's a space and then there's a B name.
Is it Fade Rafa? We can just look it up.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's Fayed. Yeah, it's Fayed something. That doesn't matter. Number 2, Philip Seymour Hoffman in Mission Impossible 3.
Oh, that's a good one. I didn't have him on my list.
Best.
He's great. Great.
And number 1, Joker.
Yeah. Kind of had to do it.
Kind of obvious.
Okay, great. Our lists are different. Number 7. The Super Shredder from Secret of the Ooze. Ninja Turtles, The Secret of the Ooze. Awesome. Just great.
Hell yeah. Nice.
Mutated Shredder is my kind of thing. Number 6, the apartheid South Africans from Lethal Weapon 2. Just great villains. And really evil. And Lethal Weapon 2 is sick. Number 5, you're going to like this one. McLeach from Rescuers Down Under. Great villain.
Nice.
Wow.
Joanna,
I do like that one. Number 4, 006 from GoldenEye. Sean Bean. Really good.
Sean Bean.
Like a counterpart. He's equally as good as James Bond. So it works.
That's
I
not
love
a
when they
number
do
2.
that. What do you mean? Well, okay, but, my bad. I had
It's
to
your
throw
first
one in there.
non-number 2.
There's a couple of workarounds, but I wanted to get 006 in there. Number 3, the
I'm
Penguin
disappointed.
from... sorry, I apologize on behalf of the Longlist. Yeah. Number 3, the Penguin
Danny
from
DeVito.
the Dark Knight... Or not the Dark Knight, from Batman Returns. Yeah, Danny DeVito. Yeah. It's just super scary. And I wonder
Really
if that's
scary.
like...
Bites off that dude's ear.
Yeah. It's not one of my favorite movies, and I don't revisit. I don't know that movie nearly as much as the '89 Batman, the original, because I feel like it's just because the Penguin was so scary to me at a young age that I just don't go back to it. Ugh.
Yeah.
Number 2,
He had a sick lair.
Lair, like a secret lair. Yeah, super sick. A lot of penguins. That big old duck. Kind of weird. Ugh.
I'm down.
So creepy. And then number 2, the last 2, just the goats. T-1000, again, a better version of the Terminator. Just incredible performance and super scary and very effective, and it's awesome. And number 1, the Joker, had to be. It's just the best villain. That's my favorite villain in general, across all platforms, and Heath Ledger's performance is legendary. People get it. We've done it. From The Dark Knight. Some stats for you. Highest grossing sequels. Top Gun Maverick, Avatar, The Way of Water, and The Dark Knight. Still. Thought that was pretty good.
Crazy.
Really crazy. Sequels that have been nominated for Best Picture. There's more than I thought. Here we go. The Broadway Melody from 1936. That's a sequel to the... The Broadway Melody of 1936, which came out in 1935, which is the sequel to the Broadway Melody. I did a little research on this. Apparently, the Broadway Melody is widely regarded as one of the worst musical theater films to ever have been nominated for Best Picture, but then it got nominated. The sequel got nominated, which is widely considered to be better. Haven't seen either. The Bells of St. Mary, sequel to Going My Way. Both came out in 1945. Both had Bing Crosby. He won an Academy Award for one of those movies. I can't remember which one now. Godfather 3. I included it because it got nominated. Avatar: The Way of Water. Top Gun Maverick. Hell yeah. Toy Story 3 got nominated for Best Picture. Mad Max Fury Road got nominated for Best Picture.
Because it's good.
It's really good. Dune Part 2, which is even better, got nominated for Best Picture. All the Lord of the Rings sequels and The Godfather Part 2, which not only was nominated, but won Best Picture. And is widely regarded as one of the best movies of all time. And we did a podcast on it way back in the day, and go check that out if you want all our thoughts on Merle. Actors who have appeared in the most sequels. I looked this up. This is one of those, I looked up a couple articles. I looked up at AI when they give you the Google search. I just wasn't gonna like sit through and go through all the movies that have ever been made and see who was in them and keep a tally. So I'm trusting the internet on this one. So I have 6 here because one of them sort of doesn't count, and that's the number 2. But number 6, Harrison Ford with 21 sequels. Look at that, our guy. Star Wars, Indiana Jones, clear and present danger. Stellan Skarsgård, a lot of bad guy performances in sequels. He's just kind of, he's just everywhere. And now he's really having his, possible getting nominated for Oscars moment. But kind of just a worker. Bruce Willis, number 20 with 22. Sylvester Stallone has the Rocky franchise, has the Rambo franchise. He has 26. Here's the guy that I mean, he's on here. I don't know if it counts. Stan Lee, because he makes all the appearances in Marvel movies. Not really an actor, but he has acted in those movies. So it counts, but it doesn't count. It is a little weird, but it's on there. And I didn't want to not include him. And then Samuel L. got 40. All the Star Wars, all the Marvel. He just shows up and does work. We love Samuel L. on this podcast. Zoe Saldana. By the way, no women made the top 6, but Zoe Saldana, Michelle Rodriguez, Scarlett Johansson, Jennifer Lawrence, all threatened with several franchises of their own. Michelle Rodriguez was kind of surprising, but she does all the Fast and Furious movies, and the Avatar.
Right.
Movie. Oh no, she dies in the first Avatar, actually, doesn't she? Whatever. And also, all of those people, if there's a through line there, all of those people like making money. Who among us? Here's a fun one. There's been a recent trend of revisiting movies with another installment years or sometimes decades after the original. I'm, of course, referring to the Legacy sequel or the Legacy sequel, Jack. First of all, how do you feel about Legacy sequels in general?
Again, it's like if it works, it works. I'm down to like bring up, old things. Sometimes I like a reboot. Sometimes I don't like a reboot. Sometimes I like a Legacy sequel. Sometimes I don't. There aren't like a lot of Legacy sequels, like true Legacy sequels.
Yeah, I mean they're out there though. I would say there's not a lot that like.
Again, I just haven't seen a lot of these movies because I don't know.
Yeah,
it's a lot of IP stuff, especially from the '80s, that I just don't care about.
Yeah. Oh well, I think that's kind of the bigger thing. You don't have to apologize. I think that's kind of the bigger. No, it's fine. I think that's kind of the bigger thing to what I feel about it is like it's got to be something that I really am excited about to care about it. It has to be in my zone. Even, I mean, we've talked both on this and the last podcast, even Top Gun Maverick. I was not excited about it when it came out. Top Gun's not really one of my movies. I like the movie, but it's not one that you and I watched when we were kids 1,000 times. So it wasn't really one that I was really excited about, and it just kind of seemed like a money grab. Now, once I saw it, I realized it is the Citizen Kane of movies. But, I didn't really, I wasn't excited about it. And I would say there are more of those that sort of like, oh, the fans of this franchise will go and see it and appreciate it. But most of the time they fall, because they did like another Freaky Friday movie. And I didn't see it, but like that just came and went because nobody cared. But some of them do break through. Oh, you saw it. Okay, there we go. Does it make your list?
It was good. No.
Okay, good.
I forgot about it. Well, I probably won't make my list anyways.
Yeah. I have, top 5 Legacy sequels coming up. And I think that'll be a fun discussion. And I have a few. And I'm very happy with my list. And 1, 2. Yeah. Oh, no, a few of them don't necessarily, they're not like number 2 in the franchise. But I still did it anyway. Yeah. And I don't care what you say. This one we had to work around because there's not as many options for just this true sequel. I'm going first.
Okay.
Number 5, Mad Max Fury Road. Really good. I don't like it as much as the rest of the world seems to like it, but it's
Oh, really?
undeniable. I mean, I love the movie, but like I think most people who follow movies and are really into it will be like, "How could you put this at number 5 when it's clearly the best?" It's not the best to me. Number 4, as case in point, The Force Awakens. I really liked The Force Awakens when it first came out, and I know I don't have to convince you, but partially because the other 2 movies were so divisive or straight up bad, and partially because it was a copy paste of the original Star Wars. I understandably realize that some people don't like this movie as much, but when I was in the theater several times watching The Force Awakens, I was just on cloud 9. It was like, this is Star Wars again. This feels like Star Wars more than the prequel trilogy feels like Star Wars. And it's all about
excellent
feelings to me. Yeah.
And it made my list. We're 2 for 2 for so far.
Number 3, Creed. I fucking love Creed. I just think it's great. Every time I watch it, I like it more.
We are
Number
3
2.
for 3.
I think we're going to be 3 for 4 after this one. I'd be surprised. Number 2, The Color of Money. Really good. It's a sequel to The Hustler, which came out in the 60s, and it has Paul Newman, and he's teaching Tom Cruise how to play pool, and it's great, and I love it.
Never seen it.
It's so good. Really good. And, of course, my guy, Tom Cruise, has the top 2 spots. Top Gun Maverick. How could it not be? We've talked about it a lot. I'm sure it's on your list.
Very good. Okay, so I've got 6. My number 6 is an honorable mention because it's not really a legacy. It kind of cheats around it, but it does some legacy things. I got Spider-Man No Way Home.
Oh, yeah. Kind of a...
Just because brings in the other universes.
That's a really good call.
Exactly.
And it's a fun movie.
Yeah, it is. It's a good movie. All right, so number 5, I've got Creed.
Okay, great. The best.
Number 4, I have Force Awakens because,
that's not how
amazing,
the Force works, Jack.
It's not necessarily, yeah, exactly. Number 3, I have Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah.
Surprised it's so low on your list.
That's what I was saying before.
Number 2, I have Blade Runner 2049.
Oh, interesting.
And number 1, I have Top Gun.
I think a lot of people would have that on their list. I'm actually kind of, based on our conversations, a little surprised it was so high on your list.
Well, of this list, it is Blade Runner 2049 and Top Gun Maverick are the only number 2
true legacy sequels.
So that's why they're the highest. True legacy sequels.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. All right. We've kind of danced around this topic, but let's get a little nasty.
What's going on in the game? I see your eyes.
You see my eyes creeping? It's 100 minutes, and it's still tied. So a lot of extra time, too. Looks like Egypt just had a shot on goal but didn't make it, and now Australia's making a last push. We're going to penalty kicks, man. Let's do it. All right, let's do a little something that we don't normally do. We're going to get a little negative. We've talked up these movies to our heart's desire, and now we're going to pivot. We haven't been totally positive about sequels, I guess, throughout the first part of this episode, but these are going to be our most disappointing sequels. Kind of the flag bearers of what we're talking about. Like, this didn't need to happen, and it sucks. And that's how we're doing it. What do you got, Jack?
All right. Number 5, I've got, and I don't hate this movie, but I don't love it. I've got Back to the Future 2.
Okay. Yeah.
If they were going to, I would have done Back to the Future. Well, it's not that. I don't really like the movie that much. And I would have done Back to the Future 3 before I would have done whatever that happened. I like Back to the Future 3 more. That's my hot take.
I do too.
I guess.
It's not hot on this end of the room. I think we're like, the 8% of the populace that thinks that, but it doesn't matter to me. That movie's better. Back to the
It
Future
helps
3
that it's
is
a
fun.
Western.
That's true.
Number 4, I have Matrix Reloaded. Didn't work. Didn't love it.
Oh yeah,
I guess
good call. I didn't really think about that one.
I guess it makes sense that they made a trilogy, but it just never really fleshed out the way they really wanted it to. Some
yeah.
good sequences, whatever.
There's some really cool set pieces, but they just tried to expand it, and it gets confusing and like overly preachy, and it's just weird.
Yeah. Number 3, Jaws 2.
Oh, I kind of like Jaws too.
I know. I like. I don't even really remember Jaws 2 that much, but it's not that different than Jaws 1. And again, even though the third one isn't good, that's a better concept of a movie. Like, oh, we're in a water park now, and there's a shark around.
Ooh,
it's not as good of a movie at all.
No,
but it has a better concept. Just saying.
I'll give you that.
Jaws 2,
I
man.
like the last half
like-
of Jaws 2, and I just Jaws 3 and Jaws: The Revenge are like abominations to filmmaking. The gap between Jaws and Jaws 2 is staggering, but I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Still,
Just come on. What happens in that movie?
bunch of which one? Jaws 2.
Uh-huh.
There's like a bunch of teenagers on a boat, and they're like, being weird, and the shark attacks a boat, and like somebody blows up. It's pretty great. And then Roy Scheider tries to save everybody. They get stuck on an island somewhere, I think, and then like the shark bites an electrical wire. That's pretty much what happens. It's pretty great. A lot of kills.
Yeah, maybe I don't hate it as much as that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm getting
He's
3
back.
and 2 a little messed up. Next time.
We'll watch it next Sunday when we
Whatever.
come up and we record 7 podcasts. We'll do a watch along for Jaws 2.
Number hell yeah. Yeah. Number 2, Terminator 3: Rise of the Machines.
Oh, yeah, that movie sucks. Awful.
You like it?
Yeah. No, I said it sucks. It's terrible.
Oh, I thought you were being like sarcastic and being like, "Oh, yeah, I don't like that movie."
No. That movie's awful.
Yeah,
It's really bad.
yeah, the movie's awful. I saw it at the Grand Lake with all my homies in high school.
Oh,
It
sick.
might have fallen asleep.
It's kind of boring. That's the one with the lady Terminator, right? She's like got like
Yeah,
whole bunch of cool gadgets, but like Arnold's like 150, and it's just like this isn't the move. We get it. We
This is
did it
boring.
with Terminator 2. Yeah, it's just boring.
yeah, right.
No James Cameron, Got to get our guy Jim on there. So there's your problem. He was too busy playing
Number 1.
Avatar and swimming into the ocean.
Babe, Pig in the City.
Good call.
That movie.
That I think I
sucks.
saw in
It's
the
just like,
theaters, and it was. I was like, "What are we fucking doing?" But
The
I
fact
loved
that
the first Babe.
they caught lightning in the bottle with the first one. It got nominated for Best Picture. Nobody would ever see
Yeah.
that coming. It's just like just leave it at that.
Leave it
just
there.
stop there. You made
Don't
your
make
money.
Cheap Detectives
Don't
2.
don't. Well, I don't know. Remains to be seen.
They might. They probably
They
will.
might. God damn it.
I would watch. I'm going to
That's
go
my
see it in
list.
the theater if they do. My beloved Cheap Detectives. That's a good list. And finally, something that's a little different. Here we go. Number 6. This is kind of like your number 6. Like, I don't hate it, but it's just kind of like a why did you decide to do this when you didn't really do much with it. And that is Gladiator 2 that just came out. It's not terrible, but it's just like, this is what I'm talking about. We did not need this. And you didn't make it different enough from the original, and it's not as interesting as the original. It's just like, this doesn't.
Yeah.
It's just like a why. Why did you do it? Number 5, Thor:
And
The Dark
Denzel
World.
was the only saving grace.
Only saving grace. And your boy was like pretty bad in that movie, I thought.
Yeah.
Number 5, Thor: The Dark World. Didn't like it. Really bad. Awful.
Never seen it.
That's my take. Number 4, don't. Number 4, Sex and the City 2. Really bad. I like the first Sex and the City. Becky and I went and saw Sex and the City 2 at a midnight showing down at the mall on 3rd Street or whatever downtown in San Francisco with the Bloomingdale's. I forget what it's, whatever, that Century movie theater down there.
Westfield.
And it was, of course, Westfield, thank you. It was all women except for 3 single dudes who were very clearly there just to pick up women. And I was like, that's really funny. They were like, everybody was like looking at the screen, and like a minute before the screening, they were like standing up and looking back at the crowd, like the other direction.
Ew.
Like,
creepy.
These creepazoids. Yeah. But I thought it was funny. Anyway, that movie sucked. Number 3, City Slickers 2, Legend of Curly's Gold.
Yeah.
Just not very good. And also, they killed off what's his face in the first movie, Jack Palance, who won an Oscar for that movie. And then everybody made so much money, they're like, let's run it back. I know, we'll give him a twin named Curly. Oh wait, no, Curly was the original. But anyway, they just gave him a twin so that Jack Palance can come back and act in the next one. It's just like an offense. Don't offend my 4-year-old mind to watch City Slickers 2, which I was really excited
City
about.
Slickers.
Yeah. 8-year-old mind, whatever that was. So City Slickers 2, just bad job by them. Even worse, Speed 2, Cruise Control. The worst.
Never seen it.
They made, it's bad, and Keanu didn't want to do it because apparently he was like, the bus already is a slow thing, and we're putting it in a slower thing, which is a boat. And they're like, but it's going to make us a bunch of money. He's like, cool, I'm going to go do Devil's Advocate instead, which is a sick movie. But, yeah, just Speed 2, just really bad. Sandra Bullock was in it. I forget who else, but it was bad. And number 1, Dumb and Dumber 2. I hate to say it. It's like, you didn't need to. You guys were already filthy rich.
Not at all. Yeah.
Just totally unnecessary and just.
I don't know if I've seen it.
Good.
This
I've only seen like half of
all
it
these
on
movies.
TV.
I just like.
You hear they're bad. They are bad.
Avoided. Like the plague.
I caught some of it on TV once, and I had to turn it off. It was just like I couldn't watch it. They're like, it was. I felt like Don Corleone being like, "Look how they massacred my boy," you know. I was just like, "What's going on, man?" Mm-hmm. Dumb and Dumber is fucking awesome, and Dumb and Dumber 2 is the worst. It's just terrible. The next topic, however, I'm very passionate about. We talk a lot about IP, the world we live in. At least I complained about it a lot. And we've complained about it in this episode. It's frustrating. But then, of course, when it's a franchise or a movie that I care about and I want a sequel, it's totally okay. So I realize that that's a contradictory statement, but that's how I live my life. So sequels are just sitting out there waiting to be made. We want to do a list of movies. I have a bunch, and I don't know how many we want to do. These are movies that do not have a sequel that I want to have a sequel, and quite frankly, I'm surprised there isn't a sequel for these movies. I have a lot.
I have 7.
Okay, I have 12.
And my Jesus Christ, my 7 through 4 is might be pretty controversial.
I'm just here for the content, Jack. I love controversial.
Number 7, Arrival.
I thought about it, honestly.
They got the language down.
Yeah.
What happens now? What do we do with them?
Maybe because of Time is a Flat Circle, maybe it'll sequel prequel, you know? Because she experiences all the time all at once.
True.
Sorry, I just spoiled Arrival for anybody who hasn't seen that.
Yeah. You didn't spoil it enough. That movie's confusing.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's a 10-year-old movie, too. We're going to talk about it more in a couple weeks on our Aliens pod.
Yep. Number 6, Truman Show.
I thought about it, Jack. I didn't put it on there. This is great. I feel like it could be like
next?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of great
Also,
that we don't
what
know
about
what
all
happens
those
next.
employed people who are no longer employed?
Yeah,
And I feel like Truman, he gets out into the world, sees what the actual world is like. Lots going on there. And
there's
then,
probably
he
an
realizes all
economic
these people
collapse
are like,
because no one's watching Truman anymore, which was like the whole world. And now, what do we do with the
right.
economy? Things go
Yeah.
things go
And all these
haywire.
people are now jobless, and maybe he like
Yeah,
stands up for them, and he's the main guy who helps these people to a better, you know, he's like stands up for their rights or whatever. It's a workers' rights thing. It's a,
I love
you
it.
know,
Or we could
yeah,
go dark, and it could be Truman on the run with his lady, and they're trying to get him back into the bubble.
yeah. I like it.
Whichever. Let's make them both.
Number 5, Ex Machina.
Wow.
Where does she
What
go
happens
next?
after? What does she go? What happens to
Where does
AI?
she go?
Gets dark. I can tell you that.
She goes finds other people. You know, maybe a better version of AI, artificial intelligence, by our boy Steven Spielberg. That movie sucks.
Yeah. I love it.
All right, we're gonna have to talk this one out.
Okay. I'm
Number
ready.
4, Shawshank Redemption.
Wow.
Can I get like a buddy heist movie in Zihuatanejo? Red and Andy just like up to some shit down there in Mexico, like, or whatever country that is.
Mexico.
Maybe the warden goes on vacation, shows up, and catches his guys or
Warden's
something.
Dead, homie. Takes his
Oh
life.
yeah, he kills himself. Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
one of the dudes. I don't know.
Last thing I hope. What does he say?
My bad.
I hope the last thing that went through the warden's head, other than that bullet. Great line.
Yeah, really good line. Anyways, all right, and my number 3 through 1 are just like, we need them. I'm waiting on the edge of my seat. Give someone
let's
all
go.
the money. Number 3, Master and Commander.
I
It was
made my list.
It was promised to us. I'm waiting.
Yeah, man. There should
Number
be
2.
more. Let's do it.
Number 2, Tenet.
Wow. Great.
We
Let's get up to some stuff.
Yeah.
Love it. If your number
And
one
number
isn't
one,
the same
and
as
I'm
my
sure-
number one, we riot.
I think we're right there with each other. Number 1, The Nice Guys. Has to be.
It's a crime against humanity that we don't have a Nice Guys sequel. It's sitting right there. The actors want to do it. Everybody loves it. It has a 100% approval rating. It's probably the best movie of the 21st century. Make it happen.
And this is one, cut and paste. We're good. Just make a different mystery out of it. Just make sure all the
You're
jokes
right.
are still funny.
Yeah,
You know.
just like they're so charming together and so funny together that this is, you're right, this is one of those ones. They don't have to create a new spin on it. Just throw them in another weird situation. It's going to be great. I can't believe it hasn't been done yet. So I just want to get that off my chest, and I'm still upset about it. All right, here's my list. I got 12. I think, actually, now that I look at my list, that number 12 is getting a sequel. I'm going to say it regardless. I think I read that somewhere. Number 12, Goonies. I think there is a sequel coming out, actually, now that I say that. Like a legacy sequel. But I could be wrong. Just feel like I want to hang out with those guys.
Sean
again.
Astin and Josh Brolin?
I saw like a poster that maybe Steven Spielberg was involved, possibly directing, but I was like, well, I haven't heard it, and he didn't say it on the press tour, so I'm not 100%.
It sounds like AI.
Could have been AI. Number 11, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Just love the world. Thought it was cool. Maybe we could update the technology a little bit. Bob Hoskins is dead, but it should have gotten a sequel. And I just love that sort of noir blending with the cartoons and everything. Really good. Speaking of noir, number 10,
Yeah.
L.A. Confidential. Listen, there's books out there. It's based on a book. There are
Yeah,
other
there's
ones out
books
there.
out there.
Let's make
Yeah.
it. I'm telling you.
Right.
I forget the author, but he's a famous L.A. crime author. Wrote the Black Dahlia. I should probably look that up, but anyway, I'm going to keep going. Number 9, famous from our my top 50 favorite scenes. Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves is just so much fun. I couldn't believe it's one of those movies that I didn't think I was going to like, and I turned it on for the kids and was just like laughing the whole time. I couldn't believe how good it was, and I can't believe they're not doing another one. That's a no-brainer. I don't know if it made money, but they really should do another one because it was really, really good. Number 8, Devil in a Blue Dress. Again, speaking of noir, Denzel, handling mysteries, Easy Rollins, super good movie. Got it on Criterion. Devil in a Blue Dress is great. They should have made more. Number 7, Us, Jordan Peele's horror movie. What's going on with the underworld? What's going on with, like, is there going to be a clash? You know, I don't know what there's. Feel like there's more to explore there.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good one.
Likewise, with number 6, District 9. Feel like there's more to explore there.
Mm-hmm.
What if the aliens come back? What if they're not just worker aliens? What happened to that guy? He turns into one. I could be into it. And I feel like I read somewhere that there was a sequel planned and it just didn't happen.
Yeah, I think that was
number 5. Yeah. Number 5, Frances Ha. Let's just get her 10 years later, you know? Let's see what's up with her.
It's cute.
Let's jump back into the story. Maybe it's in color this time.
Ooh.
Number 4, Master and Commander. We talked about it. Number 3, again, we've talked about this a long time ago. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. There's other books. It made money. We could get the Fincherverse.
That's always that should have been on my.
I don't understand
list.
it.
That's yeah.
It's a really good movie.
Wow,
It's
I can't
really
believe I didn't think about that. I've always been so disappointed that it never happened.
Come on, man. Yeah, it's great. We should start a petition now. Get Fincher off his couch. Just kidding. He's got a movie coming out this year. What am I talking about?
Which is a sequel.
Oh, good. Yeah, true. Number 2, A Knight's Tale. Again,
Whoa.
you know, I should say that adventure movies and buddy cop movies, it's just like, just make the sequel. If I had fun, just do it again. Just get them together again and do it. A lot of my on all these lists are adventure movies and buddy cop movies. And number 1 is The Nice Guys. Come on, what are we doing? It's
does
biggest...
it bother you when? Does it like actually bother you or ruin the first one if they make a sequel and it's not good?
Sometimes. But not. It doesn't usually ruin the first one. But it does sometimes bother me. And I do think about it. I'm like, why did we do this? Why? Or you know, sometimes they'll change something from the first one. I can think of one example, but it's going to come up at some point. So I don't want to tell you. I'll tell you when it comes up.
Okay.
Because it's part of the secret.
Right.
But they changed something from the first one, and I'm not a scholar on this specific movie, so I can't remember, that changes the what you know about the first one. It's like, whoa, like that, we don't need to do that, you know? So, anyway. Doesn't always bother me, but it bothers me a little bit. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back, we'll finish it up. All right, we're back. Okay, Jack, I have a game for you. I'm going to give you titles to sequels, and you're going to tell me if this is a real sequel or a fake sequel.
Okay.
Let's do. Some of these are probably going to be easier than others, obviously, but here we go. Real or fake? Miss Congeniality 2, Armed and Fabulous.
Real.
That is a real sequel. Well done. Here we go. Return to Lonesome Dove miniseries. Is that a real or fake sequel?
That sounds familiar, so I'm going to say real.
You're right. It is a real sequel. However, it's not canonical because it's not written by our guy, Larry McMurtry, which they eventually made those. He wrote sequels to Lonesome Dove, and they eventually made those as miniseries. But Return to Lonesome Dove is not canonical. The Firm 2, The Exchange.
Fake.
That is fake, but it is a book. I tried to trick you there.
Oh.
Time Bandits 2, Time Heist. Real or fake?
Fake.
You're batting 1,000 so far. Well done. Another Midnight Run. Is that real or fake?
That is fake because it's another 48 hours.
Okay, well, I had that one coming up later, and that is incorrect. It is real. There is another Midnight Run, but it's a TV movie. So you're going to get the another 48 hours one right. Good job. That was the well, let's just do it now. Another 48 hours was the one that I forget exactly what they changed, but they changed something about the story that makes you rethink the way the first one goes. Like one of the characters in the second one is actually like a bad character. And so in the first one, when they're helping, I can't exactly remember how it goes because I haven't seen them in a while, but it does change how you look at the first one. Primal Fear 2, Primal Instinct. Is that real or fake?
Fake.
That's fake. Nice work. Alvin and the
That would be a
Chipmunks,
bummer.
The Squeakquel. Is that real or fake?
Real.
That is real. We're doing well so far. Mean Girls 2.
Fake. Because I thought
That is real. It was a TV movie. I don't know if we count TV movies, but it did exist. I actually had that on this should be in sequels. I had it on my list, and then when I was making this game, I was like, oh, there is a sequel. Nobody saw it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Galaxy Quest 2, The Show Must Go On. Real or fake?
Fake.
That is fake. But The Show Must
Good
Go On
title.
is what he says. Thank you. Yeah. That's what he says to Alan Rickman to get him to go on this get him to go on stage. So I thought that was funny. Thank you for the good title. I was proud of that one.
Yeah.
Son of the Mask. Is that real or fake?
Real.
That's real. Nice work.
Well, this is
Small
like part of
soul-
like my research was I just like haven't seen any of these movies because they were bad, and I just like.
Have you seen this one? Small
it
Soldiers
off.
2, Batteries Not Included?
No, because it doesn't exist.
That's correct. It's fake.
Yeah, but
We're about-
another
we're
really
about-
good title. That one's better than the other one.
Thank you. I was proud of some of these titles.
Yeah, the title needs to be good.
Big Hero 6.1, real or fake?
Fake.
That is fake. Misery 2, is that real or fake?
I don't know of it, but I'm just going to say real. It's maybe a TV movie or something.
Should have gone with fake. You've done so well.
Damn.
I tried to, because since I had the... I put that one in there just as Misery 2 because I was proud of the titles that you've already pointed out, and I was like, if I do too many of these, he's going to catch on. So I was just going to do Misery 2 on that one.
Right.
Pacific Rim Uprising.
Fake.
That is real. They made a sequel to Pacific Rim. Who knew? Didn't see either of them. Trading Places 2. Well, we had some technical difficulties. Jack, I commend him for it. He went out of town for the holiday weekend into the Sierras in our family cabin, and he took the time to sit down with me for a couple hours to record this podcast when he was away, and I really appreciate it. So thanks again, Jack. But because of that, connection's not so great in the cabin sometimes, which is kind of weird. We've recorded things before virtual, when one of us has been in the cabin, and it's worked out fine. I don't know what happened this time, but the last 20 minutes or so, we lost Jack. My recording still went, but we lost Jack's recording. So if you're watching on video, you can see I'm wearing a different shirt because I didn't notice this until after we recorded and when I went back to edit the podcast. We were in the middle of doing our real or fake sequel game. We got through most of them. I'll just really quickly read off the rest of them, most of which Jack got right. So Trading Places 2 is fake. They did make a Coming to America 2, so I tried to trick him there. He was all over that. Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance is a real sequel with Nicolas Cage. Chocolat Encore, s'il vous plaît, was definitely fake, and he sniffed that out one real quick. The Whole 10 Yards was a sequel to The Whole 9 Yards. Another 48 Hours, which we previously mentioned in the game, he got right. Homeward Bound 2, Lost in San Francisco, he got right. And Dark Crystal, Scattered Shards is a fake sequel, and he got that right as well. So good job, Jack. And then the last thing we did was give off our final list, which I have Jack's list in front of me. So I'm sorry I didn't get the last 20 minutes or so in the podcast, but I'll just read them off now. Jack's 10 favorite sequels are as follows. Number 10, Kung Fu Panda 2. Pretty good one. Didn't make my list, but can't argue with that. Spider-Man 2, really great call as number 9. And I probably should have had that on my list, but I went with a different thing. We'll get to that later. Number 8, Top Gun Maverick, which hurt me a little bit because I would have had it higher. Number 7, X2. A great sequel. The second X-Men, really awesome opening for sure. Number 6 also hurts me. Terminator 2, Judgment Day, which is Jack's 6th favorite sequel of all time. And he's not here to defend himself, so I'll go easy, but that's one of my favorite movies ever, as previously discussed. Number 5, Two Towers, Lord of the Rings, Two Towers. Number 4, Dune 2, which Jack and I saw in the theater together. Number 3, The Dark Knight. Number 2, Empire Strikes Back. And number 1, Godfather Part 2. More on that in a second. So my top 10 list, again, can't get them all in there. Apologies to Paddington 2. Apologies to Gremlins 2. Apologies to Winter Soldier. Apologies to Lethal Weapon 2. Those were tough cuts. Number 10, Before Sunset. The second in the Before trilogy, the romantic Richard Linklater trilogy with Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy. Just a fantastic set of movies, and they're walking around. It's kind of hard to explain how it became so successful when they're just essentially walking around Europe in real time in both movies, and it's just super compelling. Number 9, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I don't care. I really like that movie. I don't care if anybody else thinks as highly of it as I do. It's just fantastic to me. Number 8, my Spider-Man version was Across the Spider-Verse, the second of the animated Spider-Man movies that came out a few years ago. The third one's coming out next year, I believe, and I'm really excited about it. It's one of my son's favorite movies. Number 7, The Color of Money. Again, the aforementioned Lega sequel to The Hustler with Tom Cruise and Paul Newman. Just fantastic. Number 6, Top Gun Maverick. Just great. Number 5, Godfather 2 for me. We did discuss this on the podcast a little bit. Godfather 2 objectively is amazing. It's recognized as one of the 10 best movies of all time or thereabouts. It's really, really good, and I enjoy watching it. But I'm just more of a Godfather 1 guy, and I don't go back to it that often because it's just a darker sequel. And that's not a good thing or a bad thing, just me. I just don't really like going back to it that much. Objectively, it would be much higher, but for my list, I have Godfather 2 at number 5. And Jack kind of sort of agreed with me a little bit, although I think he would still rank it higher than number 5, but still. If I remember correctly on the podcast, he did say, yeah, you know what? I probably put that a little high for my enjoyment of a movie, although we both recognize that it's objectively excellent. And if you have it higher, we're not going to argue. Number 4, Aliens. I love Aliens. Just incredible action movie. Another James Cameron movie on my list. It's just wonderful. Number 3, The Dark Knight. These next 3 are 3 of my 25 favorite movies of all time. Number 2, Empire Strikes Back. And number 1, Terminator 2, Judgment Day. I think I love Empire Strikes Back. I don't know whether it's the recent Star Wars that has sort of changed my perception on the Star Wars franchise in general, or if I just want to reward Terminator 2 for being like the true sequel of all sequels. I'm not really sure. But I do have that slightly higher, and I'm going to stick to it. So thanks again to Jack for jumping on during his holiday getaway. Really appreciate that. Sorry the end of the podcast didn't work. Couple tidbits coming up. We're going to be doing Christopher Nolan next week. We're going to try to make that a 1-episode podcast, which we have done only once before with David Fincher in the very beginning, but the rest of our director conversations have bled into 2 separate podcasts. So we'll see how that goes. And then after that, we're recording with Jason's coming back. Jason Slavin, my good friend, is coming back to do Science Fiction Part 2, all about extraterrestrials. That'll be fun. And then after that, we're going to be doing a top 5 of the year so far. And we want to do that after the Odyssey. So we want to give ourselves a chance to watch the Odyssey first. So that's sort of our demarcation point, since that's, at least kind of rumored to be the movie event of the year. We won't have our We're going to see the Odyssey, both of us, on the Saturday after it comes out. So the second day it comes out. However, we won't be reacting to the podcast likely until a couple of weeks after that, because we have a couple episodes planned and we're recording them the weekend of the Odyssey coming out. Or maybe, the weekend before the Odyssey comes out. But we have a few of them. So I'm not sure when our actual reaction to the Odyssey will show up on the podcast. So just a couple of housekeeping options there. And thank you so much for listening. I'm sorry the ending got a little bit wonky, but we really appreciate your support, and we will see you in the next one. And as Jack would say, peace.